Hello everybody, and welcome back to 922. We are doing some research, we're figuring things out, we're here with Andrew and Kurt. Doing things, doing things. So, I'm not this dead guy? Why the fuck would Andrew lie about this? Here's something. Kurt tugs on the cut in his ear for a moment, before turning a page in one of those plastic binders with transparent bags. Invoice from a security service. First one is from February 1972. Andrew's eyes study me for a moment longer. That's, what's he expecting after telling me this? A thank you note? How about the most recent one? The binder softly clacks when it lands on the table. December 2008. I suppose it makes some sense. The time frame coincidence with with when security stopped showing up. Look at all this garbage. These two must have been at it for weeks. Kurt's certainly been busy. God knows what sort of hell he must have gone through to get Andrew to help. I'm such a fucking dumbass. Kurt straight up asked me to help him all the way back then. It could have been me poring over all of these documents. Could have known way ahead of time about everything. About how these documents are ultimately about me. Kurt? What's up? These have names. It's Andrew's turn with the binder. Kurt cranes his neck down to squint at what he's pointing at. Please write this down. Kurt fishes out and lifts up a pad of paper from his backpack. Is your phone still missing? Yeah. Listen, I looked everywhere. I know. February 1972 through September 1973, Donna Booth. October 1973 through September in 1976, Joanne Lover. Hey, let me move my mic real quick. There we go. He leans forward while Kurt is writing. October 1976 through November 1976. Nelson Fisher. Is everything all right, Spencer? Everything's just great. Is it? Is it really? Look at this lovely back. Was that a splash you? I love splashing in the water. Just go with like plop plop. Good morning. It's a pleasure to see you up so early for once. Oh. Morning. I didn't sleep. Oh, my apologies. It's that insomnia of yours, isn't it? Is there anything I could do to help? I pick up another stone and toss it in the water. Nah. Is there something on your mind? Why are you here? That's the outfit he's wearing? Okay. Spying on you, of course. Sorry. Bad joke. If schedule allows, I enjoy jogging in the morning. It's good for the head, you know. It gives you time to focus on the forthcoming day. That's I guess he won't leave me alone. I meant in general, like, what are you doing here? I've been invited by Ian. Is that dirt that Kurt got on you worth it? Pardon? Worth what? Getting murdered, probably. The wind carries someone's authentic. What authentic? Oof. What authentic? Well, I can't word today. I can't. Whatever. Authentic? Wait, no, enthusiastic. That is not why am I trying to say this authentic? Why am I like this? Why is that was a word? That was a different word. Not like half a minute ago. Guys, it got updated while I was looking at it. And an enthusiastic good morning back from the cabins. People are starting to wake up. Well, ultimately, I simply don't believe it would come to that. Really? What makes you so confident? Andrew bends down and picks up a rock. Is that what you're afraid of, Spencer? Sure as shit is. Aren't you? That's reasonable. I see. See what? His body twists like a coil. He pauses, then launches the stone. What a fucking overachiever. Like, skipping it that many times. Look, just because I can't get more than, like, one. I'm not jealous, okay? Okay. I suppose now's a good time to explore this. How should I go about it? It doesn't reflect well on me, ultimately, but I have been wondering. I've mentioned this before, haven't I? How David looked exactly like you. So much so, in fact, that until the day of the murder, we were convinced that it was you who was showing up on the monitors. You aren't a fool. You had to have realized this. You came to me, seeking out answers. Raised your voice on me. Kurt tells me you helped out a bit during our stunt at the Freeman run, but then... nothing. You couldn't have lost interest, and I don't believe you to be a coward. You don't seem the type. I wish to ask, if I may, under what pretense could you have allowed to distance yourself from the case? We did not. That's about right. That's what it sounds like when I'm skipping a rock. Oh, here, let me turn up the game volume just a little bit. Not all of us can be strong heroes like you, Mr. Park, council member. Especially not heroes who trick themselves into thinking everything's just gonna be fine. I have a proposition. May I ask you to humor me in something? Yeah. I believe your words were that Kurt is blackmailing me. Care to join me on a bit of a hike? It wouldn't take too long, and I believe you'd be interested in what I have to show. We walk for well over an hour. Andrew must know what it takes, that it takes a while, because he matches my pace just enough to disallow me from hanging back while he leads the way. Now that I've played into whatever scheme he's concocted, his manner of speech reverts back to carpet salesman. A carpet salesman. Yeah. His hand gesturing hypnotizes me into answering his banal questions about a parakeet. A parakeet? Wow, I owned when I was 8. The gravel road eventually turns into an asphalt road, and that joins a 2-lane state road flanked by rows of trees. Here, Andrew insists I walk behind him so that we won't get hit by the 2 cars that drive by. Save for our footsteps, it's silent, uncomfortable, when just moments ago we were locked in conversation. We turn back onto gravel and discomfort becomes unease. This is a graveyard. Here we are. We're here. Sugar Hill Cemetery, but more precisely. Please take a look. What is it? That's a gravestone! Do you recognize whose grave this is, Spencer? Lucas Joseph Martin, 1988 to 2004, beloved son, brother, and friend. Ian's brother. Ian wasn't happy that you left that part out when you told him about when he told me about the accident. Can't imagine he would be. Unpleasant as it must have been, he had to have been the one to tell you. It's his brother. I'm just a friend. Okay, I'll bite. You feel bad for Ian for having lost his brother, so you go out hunting a literal killer. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that the reason you're helping Kurt out? Oh. Andrew. Okay. Well, you have the right idea, but some of the details need work. I've known Lucas all my life. We've been friends. Best friends. If you'd forgive such presumption on my part. Lucas was the only person who would speak to me from junior high until he died. Andrew brushes sand off the grave with the side of his palms as he talks. It flies off in swirls of white smoke. I would like to share something with you. Please forgive me if you find it a bit long, or a bit personal. Additionally, if you could, please don't tell Ian that I brought you here. This town, Rockland. It's a statistical outlier. I imagine you must have read about it online. There's a reason to wish it out here so low. The county works day and night to brighten its image, but ultimately, it is what it is. Property gets damaged, people get hurt, and there's never explanations for any of it. No one is caught, no one is fined, no one sits behind bars. It's been going on for longer than both of us have been alive. Locals tend to think the authorities are corrupt, and that's wrong. I've been witnesses to the proceedings. There's an entire department devoted to it. Efforts are being made. So, you're saying that Ian wrecked his car was an accident? No, I'm getting to that. It was Ian. People handle grief in interesting ways, I'd found. When Ian woke up, his mother repeated to us what the doctors said, that despite the lengths of the coma, Ian didn't lose any cognitive function. I admit, this might be because I was not overly close to him at the time, but to me, since then, it seems that he never was quite himself. All of that supernatural stuff, all of the trinkets he hangs up in his car, those weren't an interest of his beforehand. Even Jesus didn't interest him. You must have taken notice of how devoted the rest of his family is. My cabin has 3 Mother Marys in it. Part of why I can't sleep. Go on. Ian's obsession isn't unique. Over the years, many people have been harmed without explanation or retribution. And everyone has their own theories. Ghosts, the devil, the mafia, the government. You name it. This community has been living in ever-present fear for decades. Some people for their entire lives. To answer your question, no, I don't believe Lucas's death had anything to do with it. It is, however, a prime example of what living here does to folks' minds. Now, Spencer, I want you to put yourself in my shoes. One day, someone who may very well be the culprit behind... Huh? Oh, okay. That's fine. What was I doing? Who may as well be the culprit behind all of the decades-long misery shows up on your doorstep. They boss you around. They make threats, hurt your friends. They are questionably and unapologetically a bad guy. How would you react? Would you honestly turn a blind eye? I would. Is that so? It is. What's your game plan, Hotshot? You're gonna file a report with the police? Oh, well, yes, exactly that. I cooperate with the county sheriff office. Or rather, I will once I'm ready anyway. Really? What's stopping you from doing it now? You know who it is, don't you? I know you do. Fisher, that county representative guy. Andrew scratches the top of his, scratches the top of his lip with his teeth. Okay. Yes. Yes, it's most likely Mr. Fisher. So much points to him. Then. He provided evidence that he was in his office at the time, 10 miles away. Eyewitnesses, security footage, and even a parking receipt. The sheriff's office are just about ready to abandon this thread, but... It's a stretch, but we were all convinced it was you rather than David on their cameras as well. That is the only thing we currently have. I see. Nothing ever easy. Here's the deal, Andrew. Remember when Reed brought Fisher in so that he and I could have a little one-on-one? He made himself clear. He knows about me, he knows about you, and he knows about Kurt. He told me to stop or else. I imagine he said the same thing to you too. He and I had a similar chat, yes. Do you think he's just messing around? No. Then, why the hell are you doing this? Spencer, I just bared my chest in front of you for 10 minutes. What else do you want me to say? What? That you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart, for the sake of the townspeople? Fuck off. Okay, that's quite enough. What's gotten into you? What's gotten into me? Listen to yourself. You're saying your dead friend is why you don't mind getting yourself killed. What a bunch of self-serving bullshit. You think you're noble, or selfless, or some shit. Lucas's death affected you. You said it yourself. It clearly affected Ian too, and God knows how many other people as well. And yet, there you go, all but leaping in front of a bullet. Does that sound right to you? Do you not have family? Do you not have any friends? People like you piss me off so much, Andrew. Why did you have to get involved? Oh my god, it's 9:22! Oh my god! Fuck's sake! Every damn day with this. Just like before the murder. Wake up for some shitty nightmare at exactly the same fucking time. Hate this so much. I thought I was done with it, but no. 3 hours. That's all the sleep I got tonight. I spent 15 minutes in the shower. The water turns to ice after 5 minutes, but I don't have the neurons to spare the care. No use lingering on it. Sleepless nights happened before, and sleepless nights will happen again. Just gotta cope until my brain has enough. For now, I force myself to pace in front of the kettle, lest I nod off and yell at Andrew some more. Coffee's ready. Toast is buttered. I smack myself a couple of times across the face. Oh, the anime thing. Pull yourself together, Spencer. We got shit that needs to be done. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think I'll end the part here, everyone. So I do hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.